Hello, it's KenMac again, and it's KenMac. I'm back. I'm not a robot. I do the robot. I'm not a robot. I do the robot. Just a little musical thing I'm working on. Don't worry about that too much. All right. This is the drawing practice guide from the basics to professional. We will talk today shading, shining surfaces. And we will get in depth here in a second. Okay, so here we are. This is my favorite canvas to work for. It's just an open, brand new notebook. So you got your plain white right here, and we'll just draw the gangster guy right here, going this way. See, and I haven't shown you because I just draw out of mine because I can do that because I've been doing it so long, and it's just a little easier for me to do it this way, but. Here's a good way to make your drawings. Like, if you want to draw a human and you want them to be about, say, 6 foot. So we're going an inch per foot. We put a mark here, put a mark here, and we know that's how tall our guy is. Well, then his legs are going to be about half, a little over half that. So go here and mark to here. And then you go, his head is about here. So there you go. You got little marks that tell you where the guy's going to be landing at his shoulders and whatnot. So with that said, we got our dots here marking them out. I'm going to draw who I call Smalls. He's the big guy. But anyway, I'll actually start on the dots with, let's see, we're going to have the hat. We'll want to do a gangster type hat first. See this here and there. A little bit of this here. A little bit of this here. So this makes his face look like he's looking towards this way because the hat is elongated over here a little bit more. So we're going to bring down his head. We want his head to end up right about there. So we want the jawline coming down. And then coming back up and around here, maybe. We'll get it there. Yeah, it goes right up into it. And round it off a little bit. Then we take our eraser. And we're going to make this. Faces are one of the hardest thing I found. But he's going to be wearing a type of suit, so we are going to give him a little suit collar here, coming down, no, the suits come all the way out, like this, maybe down like this, and come down like that, come down like that. And then got the collar, but it also got the jacket crease. So we just draw a little jacket crease type deal. And this is where his waist is going to be coming up on us. So we're going to have to get him in line for that. Get him in line for that. He's going to have shoulders and an arm. So we're going to get him in line for that. He's kind of looking this way though. I think he's looking like he's not going to want his arm doing that. But I don't know how his shoulders are going to go here because I'm thinking he's facing a little bit this direction here. And like I said, he's small, so he's going to be kind of a big guy. And then we're going to draw this here. And we can check on that way. He'll have his arm cuff coming this way. And he's going to have a cuff on there. pull that out. You see what I do there? All I have to do to make the cufflink look like it's coming out is draw an extra line on top of the line, because then it makes it look like a shadow, and that's how shadows work. All right, so when I started, I used to get pictures of things, and it made it easier for me to learn shadows, like how shadows affect from where the light is. So I noticed that the outline of everything is always darker, and so that in turn is from the outside of the object. But think about it, if light's hitting right here really bright, your eyes are not going to detect that this is not shaded like it is, because it won't be. So you won't know unless you get closer, when you can see the definitions from the light reflecting, making the lines. So that's all you're doing. You're making lines from what would be the shaded areas, which is going to be in the wrinkles. I determined wrinkles are made right before a bend, or right before the clothing would bunch. Like in the pants, you'll see what I mean, because he's going to be wearing some slicked out slacks here, but they're going to be a little too long for him. So he gets a little crease in there, come up here, gets his little pocket in there. But this arm, he's going to have behind his back, so it's going to come up like so, like he's holding something, probably a shotgun, I'm going to say, since he's a gangster guy. And then we get this little shaded area here. Gotta give him some buttons, or buttons on the, we'll go on this, no, they're on that side. See, I try and be realistic too, like where the buttons would be. This would go over that side, so the other buttons would probably, he's gonna have, and if you're like me, you can make them about the same size just by eyeing it out. But remember, you got your trusty ruler right there if you need be. You get your little cuff links there. There, hold that together. He's going to have a nice little belt. And shave that up a little bit. Get his little belt around here. Got to get his hand. But hands are tough to draw. But not if he's making a fist. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 in the thumb. And they should go about the same size, but a little thicker as you get towards, see how your hand goes? You want to draw a hand, you're going to have the longer fingers than he has there. But this finger is a little bit too thick, because it is the pinky, so it's going to be cut off a little bit early there. And then that, a little bit longer. And since they're crawling around, well, maybe not. I don't know, we'll put some veins in his hand there, little things like that there. We got to make this cuff like a little thicker, so it stands out. Alright, I'll shade this up a little bit, getting that on the look of being back there, and then this is going to have a wrinkle type deal on it. Then get a little shading right here, a wrinkle deal right there, and this is going to come down like that. And then I go, and he's coming through. He looks like he's like a special type of gangster. I don't know who he looks like, but he's got a tight shirt on now. His shirt is slicked out suit type shirt. And then he's got his pants. The pants got to be out a little bit farther, because they're going on the outside. We get our belt. Make our belt go there. Our belt go up in there. And hose would be just boom. He's gonna have a pocket in the suit, but we're gonna make the pocket slightly lighter because it's just a pocket. Get his pocket right there. Alright, let me come around. We get the slacks curled up. Center down. And there's that with the jeans. Then we try his shoe. And he gained about 4 inches. Because remember, how's that? And look at all them dots just disappeared into the drawing. But we gotta get his hair under there. This is the part where it gets a little tricky. You gotta get this. You gotta get his jaw. Oh no, he's looking back. Yeah, I see him now. I see where his face is. See, this is gonna be. He's looking this way with the suit tie, and he's got his little scarf under there. Yeah, and he's coming this way, but looking back this way. It's gonna be amazing. And Smalls is gonna get them all. And we draw his eyes a little something like. He's gonna have big eyes. Big eyes. You know why? Because guess what? He's wearing glasses. Ears. I do not like drawing ears. Oh, look at that. You just look it in there. It's just a little bit of shading, a little bit of that. And then you got his glasses coming off like that. Give him a little bump for his nose right there. And that's doing a little something. And his mouth gonna come out. He's gonna look like he's cringing a little bit. Get that part of the nose there. Get a little dot there. A little rose on the cheeks. Little forehead sweat maybe. And then we put the other part of the jeans. Gotta get the cuff in you. Got it coming around. Get his shoe. And he's stopped. Like he stopped to look back. That's why his feet are lining up. Because he's about to pull that shotgun out from behind him. And he's gonna do his gangster things, what gangsters do. But and you just get your little drawing going there. You get your pocket in there. You give him a crease right here. You just come out a little bit longer on that one. And there you are. That is Smalls. Or Tiny. Or Biggs. Whatever you want to call him. He's yours. But that is a little bit of this. But here we're going to go a little more in depth into the shading part. Because we want to get this to look real good. So we're going to shade a little bit under where all the interactions of the fabric. But remember, the shading will always be underneath. The light can't travel. The light travels through, but you can't see the light traveling through. Like if the fabric's on top, the shading will go underneath it. Let's say the sun's coming from right here. It's kind of looking back into the sun. And yeah, he's dropping this shoulder, he's raising his shoulder as if he's shifting. shade under the belt a little bit. There's going to be a little bit more shade here. So, you know, since I see the shades over there, we can make this leg look like it's coming out farther this way by putting some shade here. Because then that will be blocking the light because the shade has to go, can't end up here. So this is the shading part of it. The shading part is right here. But where's the shine? This is going to be the shiny part. You want things to look shiny, you just put a little shine, little show off the surface area, which is not shaded. I'm going to shade this up a little bit more. Just like this. It's going back that way. And we want this to look like it is part of the suit that sticks out. So we'll get under here a little bit with some more shade. And he's coming along nicely. We got us a nice little gangster guy we're doing here. And then see how fast I did that? I didn't even have to look at how you can fix it by simply doing the small quick strokes. Actually, I should have just left this and done a calligraphy letter. And anyone can do this. It just takes practice like any other thing in life. If you want to do it, just do it. You'll get to it. You shouldn't talk about it, it'll never happen. Things that get talked about, that's exactly what they get talked about. And and you see how the line, the more I thicken it, I can make it look straighter, make it look more even. I can change its direction a little bit. But there you have it. There's Gangsta Guy, Tiny. And we're just gonna, or did I call him Smalls at the beginning? I'm pretty sure I called him Smalls. But we're going to go Tiny now because I think that's what he wants his name to be. Tiny. And there you have it. And that is going to be the end of the show for today. Thank you for joining. Please subscribe. Watch all my videos. They're going to get better and better as we progress right on.